Imagine watching your father get murdered right in front of you. Your kingdom is stolen. Your mother is taken by the man who betrayed your family, and you barely escape with your life. Now imagine growing up with only one purpose: revenge. That's the brutal story behind the Northman, a Viking epic where one man spends his entire life chasing a promise he made as a child. But before we dive into the story, if you enjoy movie recaps like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Must See TV so you never miss the next breakdown. Now let's get into it. The story begins in Viking Scandinavia, where a young prince named Amleth waits for the return of his father, King Orvandil Warraven. Orvandil finally returns home after years of conquest. His body is covered in battle wounds, but his people celebrate his arrival. Despite the victory, the king knows his time as a warrior may be ending. That night he decides to prepare his son for the future. He takes Amleth deep into a hidden temple where they meet the mysterious court jester and shaman, known as Hymir the Fool. Inside the temple, they perform a strange ritual meant to awaken the spirit of the wolf. They crawl on the ground, howl like animals, and drink powerful potions that send them into a trance. The ritual is meant to bond father and son while preparing Amleth for the responsibility of becoming king. Orvandil promises that one day Amleth will inherit the throne. But someone else is listening nearby, the king's brother, Fjolnir, and he has no intention of letting that happen. Later that very night, Fjolnir launches his betrayal. He ambushes Orvandil in the forest with a group of loyal warriors. The king fights bravely, but he is badly outnumbered. After a brutal struggle, Fjolnir delivers the final blow. Hidden nearby, young Amleth witnesses everything. Fjolnir's men immediately begin searching for the prince. If Amleth survives, he could one day reclaim the throne. But the boy manages to escape. He steals a small boat and pushes it into the dark ocean. As the waves carry him away from his burning homeland, Amleth repeats a vow that will shape the rest of his life. I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fjolnir. Years pass. The young prince grows into a terrifying Viking warrior. Amleth now travels with a group of berserkers, elite fighters known for their savage battle rituals. Before every raid, the warriors gather around a fire. They begin chanting, howling, and biting their shields as they work themselves into a violent trance. They believe the spirit of wolves and bears enters their bodies, giving them supernatural strength. Once the ritual is complete, they charge directly into battle. One raid targets a heavily fortified Slavic village. The warriors climb the walls, smash open the gates, and unleash chaos. Amleth fights like a man possessed, cutting down enemies while arrows rain down around him. By the end of the attack, the village lies in ruins. The survivors are captured and sold as slaves. But even after years of violence, Amleth has never forgotten his childhood promise. Revenge is the only thing driving him forward. During one raid, Amleth meets a mysterious seeress. Through a strange spiritual ritual, she reveals a shocking truth. Fjolnir is no longer a king. His kingdom was taken from him, and he now lives in exile on a remote farm in Iceland. For Amleth, this changes everything. His enemy is still alive, and revenge is finally within reach. To reach Iceland, Amleth allows himself to be captured as a slave. While chained aboard a slave ship crossing the freezing sea, he meets a clever woman named Olga. Olga claims to be a sorceress who understands the hidden forces of fate. Despite the brutal conditions on the ship, she remains calm and observant. She quickly realizes Amleth is not an ordinary slave. When the ship finally arrives in Iceland, fate delivers Amleth exactly where he wanted to go. The slaves are purchased by none other than Fjolnir himself. Life on Fjolnir's farm is brutal. The slaves wake before sunrise and spend every day working endlessly in the fields. Fjolnir's warriors constantly patrol the land, punishing anyone who shows weakness. One of the most aggressive warriors is Thorir, Fjolnir's son. Thorir constantly humiliates and beats the slaves to prove his dominance. But Amleth remains patient. He knows revenge requires the perfect moment. During this time, Amleth grows closer to Olga. She reveals that she practices ancient magic passed down through her ancestors. One night, she performs a ritual to protect Amleth from evil spirits. She draws symbols in the dirt and whispers ancient words while burning herbs in a small fire. Amleth doesn't fully believe in magic, but Olga insists their fates are connected. Soon strange events begin happening around the farm. Animals are found slaughtered. Warriors disappear during the night. Fear slowly spreads among Fjolnir's men. Some believe a demon is hunting them, but the truth is far simpler. Amleth has begun his revenge. Using stealth and patience, he eliminates guards one by one. He sabotages the farm's operations, destroys tools, and releases animals into the wilderness. At one point, the bodies of several warriors are discovered arranged in a disturbing pattern. Their corpses look almost like a ritual sacrifice. The fear becomes impossible to ignore. Even Fjolnir begins to suspect something unnatural is happening. During this time, Amleth discovers something shocking. His mother, Queen Gudrun, is still alive. He secretly meets her at night and reveals who he is. But the truth she tells him completely shatters his world. She was never kidnapped. She actually helped Fjolnir kill Orvandil. According to Gudrun, the king had taken her by force years earlier. She hated him. To her, Fjolnir was the man who saved her. Now she sees Amleth not as a son, but as a threat to her new life. After hearing this, Amleth fully embraces his path of revenge. Soon he begins attacking more aggressively. During one terrifying moment, he kills several guards and sends Thorir the severed head of one of his own warriors as a warning. The farm descends into complete panic. Fjolnir gathers his family to discuss what might be happening. Some believe the gods are punishing them, but Fjolnir refuses to accept that. Instead, he swears that whoever is responsible will suffer a slow and painful death. Eventually, Amleth confronts Thorir directly. The two men engage in a brutal fight that ends with Thorir's death. Now Fjolnir finally understands the truth. The boy he tried to kill years ago has returned, and he has come for revenge. Amleth challenges Fjolnir to a final duel. They agree to meet at a sacred volcanic mountain known as the Gates of Hell, believed to be a doorway between the living world and the afterlife. Before leaving, Olga reveals she is pregnant with Amleth's child. For the first time, Amleth considers abandoning revenge and escaping with her, but the vow he made as a child still controls him. He believes the only way to protect his future family is to finish what he started. The final battle takes place deep inside the volcano. The cavern glows red as rivers of lava flow through the rock. Heat fills the air while the two warriors face each other in silence. Axes clash. Blood spills across the volcanic stone. Both men suffer terrible wounds but refuse to stop fighting. Finally, Amleth delivers the killing blow. Fjolnir dies, but Fjolnir's final strike mortally wounds Amleth as well. Both warriors collapse beside the flowing lava. As Amleth lies dying, he sees a vision of Valhalla. A Valkyrie rides across the sky, carrying fallen warriors to the afterlife. For Amleth, the long journey of revenge is finally complete. Meanwhile, Olga escapes Iceland carrying their unborn twins. Amleth's bloodline will continue, and his story will live on as legend. And that's the brutal story of the Northman, a tale of revenge, destiny, and the dangerous promises we make when we're young. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Must See TV, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next movie breakdown. And let me know in the comments, would you have chosen revenge like Amleth, or a new life with Olga? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next movie recap.